So I'm not sure what video is going to be edited first. Me going through my story, or the reason why semicolons are evil in stories. So this is that. This is why semicolons are evil in stories, and I'll tell you why. A lot of people write stories and they try and be original. They try and be unique. And then they start adding in punctuation everywhere. And I feel like with stories, you want to be simplistic because you want somebody to continue reading. So I'm going to use an example of this book. If I open up this book, this could have spoilers, I will warn you. If I open up this book, you can see there are no semicolons. And that is because semicolons are not common use in story writing. Not typically popularized story writing anyway. When they are used, I see them more in things like your non-fiction books. Your books that are designed to be for intelligent conversations, your philosophy books and everything. When it comes to fantasy, I don't see semicolons that often because I feel like that the trope that of people who read fantasy books do not comply to the method of adding a semicolon into your book. So when I critique a lot of people on Critique Circle, I feel like that I point out a few things to them. Typically this will be things such as keep the rhythm and flow going. You want momentum, so think of it like Portal. You get to fly further and jump higher when you have momentum. If you have no momentum, then the story doesn't go on. Think of it like this. You want there to be a reason to engage the reader. And semicolons breach that reason because they make you stop and be like, why is there a semicolon there? If I'm brutally honest, they just don't fit in with fiction, in my personal opinion. And writing is opinion based. So this is why I feel semicolons are evil. They ruin your story because they make somebody stop. You don't want them to stop. You want them to keep going and keep reading. You don't want them to put your book down unless they're tired and restless and fatigued by their everyday life and they need to go to bed. But they don't want to. They want to keep reading your book. Why would you break that with a semicolon? I just don't get why. Anyway, I just feel like punctuation should be easy on the eyes. Think about it this way. When you write a song, you want the words to rhyme and you want there to be a rhythm and a pattern. I see writing the same way. If a semicolon gets in the way and breaks that rhythm, breaks that pattern, it just ruins everything and it deconstructs everything you've worked and sweat and cried and had blood and tears over. Semicolons are evil. They are story ruiners. They are life ruiners.